We've been having a blast checking out the Baja Peninsula and made it all the way to the Cabo corridor at the southern end. We got to meet a volunteer group cleaning up the beaches, in this case, Playa Tule. So we have made it all the way to the tip of the Baja Peninsula. We are staying at Playa de Tule, which is a preserve. It's a protected beach. And we had, hang on, it's a protected beach, and we had the most amazing conversation with the workers that came out this morning. We picked up the dog poop. They had big, heavy loaders that brought out, because they're slowly cleaning up this beach. And I guess it started in 2017. And it's a national effort where they have volunteers come out and keep the beaches clean so everyone can enjoy them. Because I guess the concern is for a beach to become what is called a blue flag beach. Blue flag beaches, pets are not allowed. They are usually around hotel zones so that their guests can have access to a beach and not have all the dirty beaches that a lot of people have seen in Mexico. But I'm going to be honest with you, just about every beach we've been to has been absolutely beautiful. People pick up after their dogs, there aren't piles of trash, and there were a lot of locals here last night hanging out after work, having a beer. They brought their families to watch the sunset, and it's very impressive, the efforts they're making to keep their country beautiful. And I think that a lot of people need to know that Mexico has a side of it that people don't see because of the news. And so I really do hope that during this video you can get a little better understanding of that. After yet another epic sunset, when we went to leave to check into our Airbnb, disaster struck again. So after finding a tow truck, a mechanic, and shoving everything we can from the van into an Uber, we finally got to our Airbnb. But Sean had to fly to Vegas for parts, so Rex and I were left on our own to deal with what I am now calling the Airbnb saga. This is one of the air pools at the Airbnb that we are staying right now. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Rex is really enjoying it too, as you can see. But this Airbnb, it's not a bad price, but now that we've actually had time to settle down and I've had a chance to notice some things in our Airbnb, it's starting to make me a little nervous. I'll show you in just a sec. So this is a gated community in the Cabo corridor in between San Jose del Cabo and Cabo San Lucas, and it has the most amazing view of the ocean. Let me show ya. But this view we don't get from our place. But it is nice that it's gated. But the problem is these parking areas. You get 2 spots per house. We have 2 spots with our house. But do you see that covered parking structure? They all have that. Our van don't fit. So when it was in the shop, we just kept it stored. We're getting it repaired. It never would have fit. But our last night here, I found where it would fit. Kind of bummed. But hey, live and learn, right? It is absolutely beautiful around here though. The neighborhood is very quiet. People are friendly. It's very clean. And it's also one way. So if you ever do rent in one of these places, make sure you look for the little arrows on the direction to go, because I didn't know that when I first drove in here and I got yelled at. So just make sure you know your traffic laws even in your development, your gated community that you're staying at. It's kind of interesting. Gated access to the community. You'll notice that there's 2 guards at all times. One of them drives around, the other one does the alarms 24 hours a day. Kind of cool. So here I am again, checking out tomorrow morning from the first Airbnb. can't check into the second Airbnb until 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I have to be out here by 10 tomorrow morning, do the math. Rex and I can go play for a few hours with everything that we have in that rental car. But I have actually already packed up everything in the rental car right now because I was laying down to take a nap, being totally exhausted with Rex and dropping Shaion at the airport. And then I noticed as I was laying there staring, now that I've actually had time to sit and check this place out, I started to get really, really worried. Maybe I'm a complete paranoid person, but let me show you what I'm talking about. Because when we go downstairs, and now it's a lot cleaner than the other video, because obviously I packed everything up. So it looks a lot nicer and it looks really beautiful. So let me show you the concern that I had. So there was the air conditioner on the top floor was actually leaking and dribbling water. And as I was laying here in bed, snuggling with Rex, trying to take a nap before I had to make some calls, I noticed this. And I don't know if you can see it. It actually runs the entire length of this room. It's a big old crack. And there's plaster starting to fall off. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. I wonder if it goes all the way through. So here I am in the bedroom adjoining the master bedroom, one of the other 3 bedrooms. And if you look closer, you will see that it's actually, it's kind of hard to see, but the crack actually extends all the way across. You can see that hole where more water came through, and things are starting to destabilize, stuff's starting to fall apart. See, like this fell out. So this place looks absolutely beautiful in pictures, but as I'm looking closer, I'm noticing there are a lot of structural and cosmetic issues like this in the shower. And I'm wondering if this isn't just because of an air conditioner leak, but possibly because of the hurricane that came through in 2014. And they just never really repaired anything. And when you come in the front door, again, didn't notice all of this, but this is mainly just cosmetic stuff where the plaster is falling off the cinder block construction, I would assume. I don't know a whole lot about this, but it needs some repairs. But that is not what freaked me out, because then I came upstairs to the main living area, and look at how clean it is now, because everything's in the car. Came up to the main living area and started looking at cracks that run the entire length of the ceiling. Upstairs as well, in the exact same location as the crack downstairs. I don't know if you can see that right there. And then that, and that, and more cracks that go all the way across the ceiling. Needless to say, maybe I'm just being overly paranoid, but I packed all of our crap and it's sitting in the car so we can book. I'm stupid, I know. But what I find so funny about the cracks is I let the host know, and the concierge, basically the lady who lives in the neighborhood who takes care of people checking in for this guy who owns the place. And when I told them both about the cracks and the air conditioner leak and sent them some pictures, they said, "Oh, we know. We'll take care of it after you check out. It's fine." I just thought that was really funny, because in the US that would never fly. They'd be shut down. So it's just kind of funny. They're like, no, we'll get to it. It's not gonna fall apart, we know. So I really do hope they fix it because it's a beautiful neighborhood. It really is. And I just noticed another crack. There's another crack right there. This place needs some serious TLC. Beautiful. Tomorrow, the new, yep, you see, dented fridge. Didn't see that in the photos either. Interesting, huh? But anyway, tomorrow the new adventure begins. We check into another Airbnb, which is actually cheaper than this one. Like more than half. I can't even talk. I'm just so flabbergasted. It's more than 50% less than this place. And it's right next to the pool and has big open parking where the van will fit. And once it gets repaired. So, and Liam is coming, so that should be super fun. So, wish us luck. Buenas noches, amigos. I'll tell you one thing about this place, though. Got some pretty epic sunsets. While I was gearing up for Airbnb moving, Sean was in Vegas picking up parts since it was faster than the 3 months it would have taken in Mexico, and picking up his boy for an early graduation celebration in what else? A convertible. This can't be good. While they were living it up in the city that never sleeps, I was dealing with yet another Airbnb disappointment. Okay, do you see the circles under my eyes? This is because I did not sleep last night on the quest for the perfect Airbnb while our van is being repaired and bringing Liam down to celebrate graduating high school early and hopefully eventually celebrating Sean's retirement. And on my quest for the perfect Airbnb, I went from one with ceilings cracking to this one. And the one with ceilings cracking was 123 a night, which was beautiful, but structural issues, I think. So then I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. I found a bargain. It even has a pool. It's got a patio that looks out onto the pool. It's got 2 bedrooms. Perfect. Yeah, so let me give you the tour. This is the front door. This is in an apartment complex. This is our kitchen. This is the living room. And the second bedroom with 2 twin beds, which, by the way, are quite possibly the hardest beds I've ever felt in my life. About 40 years ago, this complex was probably really nice. This is the other bathroom. Toilet, shower, sink. And then we go into the master bedroom, which is the most uncomfortable mattress I've ever slept on in my life. Has a desk, which is nice. It seems okay for $63 a night. Until you begin to realize what I did. This is the entrance to the pool area. And the lock is broken. You have to turn this little key thing to get it to unlock. And when you go out, this is your little seating area. And there's the pool. But as you sit and you take it all in and you begin to see the people, you realize this is an apartment complex for single parents, working families that probably work in the tourism industry. And this guy who rented me this Airbnb is renting out an apartment that he has in his name, I found out. These people deserve to get away from tourists. And it makes me really, really mad that he called this a deluxe apartment. What makes me so mad that they listed this as a deluxe apartment is, number one, it's not very deluxe. It's got stains on walls. There's urine drip stains on the walls in the bathroom. There's crap caked all over the entrance to the door. The Wi-Fi cuts in and out. The table has scratches. The furniture is falling apart. The towels smell like they got them at a secondhand store. And for the price, if you're a college couple of people coming down for spring break, yeah, this place would be perfect for you. It's cheap, it's got room for you, and it's not luxurious, but you know what? I was in college and I remember you'd be quite happy with this place. What makes me mad is you come down here for spring break and you're gonna want to party. And it's right outside the pool, and people have probably partied. And most of the people who live in this complex, I talked to quite a few of them yesterday. This is an apartment complex, and most of the people in this complex probably work in the tourism industry, and they deserve to get away from their jobs for a while. And this guy is renting this place out and making money probably hand over fist, because you know that he's not paying $63 a day for this apartment. And it's unfair to the people who live here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I maybe report him to Airbnb, I don't know. But I did, in my fury, because I was so pissed off, did find another place. Shaion and Liam come in today, picking them up at the airport at 1:30. I managed to talk with the owners of this home that we are renting. And I can't wait to show it to you. If it's half as good as the pictures, oh my gosh, I hope it is. It's gotta be better than this. I just want to sleep. After picking up the guys at the airport, Rex was quite happy. We finally were able to relax and celebrate in Cabo San Lucas, and then spend some quality time at the perfect Airbnb.
Liam graduated early. Cabo San Lucas, and hopefully many waves in our future.
That is the weirdest way to do a Jaeger bomb I've ever seen. Excuse me. Rex, are you having fun? You're all covered in sand. There you go. Shake it all over Daddy. Good boy.
He's getting rowdy.
He's not on my toe, bro. Don't fuck with my toe. No!
Goes directly for the toe.
Why? What's wrong with your toe, baby? Big time. Didn't break it, just
No, I broke the fuck out of it.
got a massive blood blister right here. We're probably gonna have to bleed it again. Probably gonna have to bleed it again tonight.
From one side all the way to the other.
Yep, so we're gonna have
And
to
the
bleed
whole
it again
bottom
tonight.
of it.
We're gonna show you that later. It's wicked.
We should have videoed
We
it.
should have videoed the original footage, huh? Which was like that needle going from one end to the other. That was my favorite. The new Airbnb was perfect, with a rooftop deck, private beach access, and a private pool, which was the perfect spot to test out the new surfboard. Don't. Oh, it's right above us. Catch it. Hi, Liam. After bleeding Sean's toe again, we decided it was time to play tourist, so we booked a whale watching tour, and wouldn't you know, Rex got to come too. I think Rex was made for boats. beautiful. It's gonna go
Órale.
Hey!
How are you today?
Not sure. No lo sé. Cansada. No, estamos bien. Look at this chaos.
Yeah, imagine being on a kayak out here.
Yeah, no. Or a paddleboard like those people are.
Yeah, no.
What you see, Max? Okay, he sees splashing water and he's like, oh my goodness! Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. And look, the water comes from the Pacific into the Sea of Cortez today.
Look, there's a crab on the wall.
Where?
Look there.
Oh yeah. There's another one.
Yeah. They're all up on the wall.
Conojes? No. How do you say crab? Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
That is beautiful. He's fishing. When I asked him, he said, why not? We can't go very fast right now. So he's fishing and steering a boat and talking to everybody. That's skills. I'm guessing there's probably some whales over there with all the boats hanging out. Bummer. But our cabin's cool. We're going away from all them. Over. That's our host, Michelle. We're looking for whales. Ooh, and I think we might have found one. Yvonne is putting on the gas. You see the water splashing? Yeah.
Right about here is when we realized that whale watching wasn't exactly easy, especially with all the other boats. We did manage to snap a few pictures of whale tails, but the rest of the time we raced to spots they were spotted, along with all the other boats.
Oh, that was beautiful.
While we didn't see a ton of whales, we were able to get out on the water and meet these two great people, our captain, Yvonne, and our host, Michelle, who unfortunately was mourning her camera lens loss when one of the boats drowned us, cutting us off for a whale sighting.
Do you guys ever see orca? Orca? Do you guys see that?
It's not easy to see the orca.
Yeah.
They come over in their waist because they eat the baby whale.
Oh!
They eat other baby whales? They're still my favorite.
I couldn't. The orcas eat
Part of
the...
nature.
It is.
No, orcas eat a lot.
Orcas eat everything, pretty much.
They eat the baby whales, the lion.
They eat everything. Do they eat dolphins? Not sure. Yeah, see?
Really?
Oh. Ooh, that's a big wave. Yeah, it's getting swept out here, doesn't it?
While the whale trip wasn't the most eventful, I think Rex had the best time out of all of us, watching the waves and the seals begging when we came back in. But as we end our time in Cabo San Lucas, the questions remain. Will we ever get Judy back?
Los gustos, los colores y las alías. Mi caliente y baja.
So you like driving a drop top, Liam?
Yeah.
Watch out.